Hi, I'm Chef Lambo with In My Kitchen Catering Company, and shout out to Smiley with The Daily Pursuit. Well, I got started back in Houston a few years ago, technically about 5 years ago, and my business has been growing since then. I started off as a flight attendant, and on my off days I would just cater and make plates, and it just grew and grew and grew into me doing this full time now. So, okay. Some of the people that I've actually cooked for, it's okay. I guess I'll just start from the top. I've done things with a few NFL players, meal prepping wise. I've done things with a few artists. I was on tour with DJ Khaled last year, cooking for at least up to 2,000 people, me and 2 other chefs. I've cooked for 2 Chainz. I've cooked for Portia Williams. I've cooked for a few reality stars. I've cooked for, I don't know, y'all. The list goes on. You have to just check out my Instagram and find out who else. Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek Mill. Yeah, a few people. Actually, I had help with this. So back when I was a counselor, living up in Philly, I put it in my group chat with some of my friends, and I asked them if I was to have a catering company, help me with ideas. What would you guys name it? What do you guys think? And one of my friends came up with in the kitchen catering, and I said, you know what, I actually really like that, but I think I'm just gonna say In My Kitchen Catering because that's where I do all of my cooking out of, and I have been doing that for years until eventually I found a restaurant where I can cater out of, but it's still in my kitchen. I guess. Well, one of the misconceptions is that like girls don't really know how to cook, and this chef world is kind of ran by guys, but I'm here to tell you that that is false, and girls can cook. And I've been cooking alongside of some of the best guy chefs, so I mean there is competition out there, but that has nothing to do with me. Dang, that's like a secret ingredient though. That's one of my secret ingredients. It's a seasoning that I particularly use. I don't make it from scratch. I literally buy it out the store, but I literally put it on everything, even some of my Cajun and Creole dishes. You can contact me through Instagram and through email. On Instagram, it's In My Kitchen Catering Company, and it's In My Kitchen with periods in between each word. And on my email, it's In My Kitchen TX like Texas @gmail.com. My favorite type of cuisine is anything that's authentic and just authentic to its culture and authentic to home. I'm pretty much able to make anything that the customer wants or requests. I always ask that my customers provide me with their menu instead of the other way around, just because it's more comforting in knowing that you're gonna eat something that you love, but you're gonna love it times 10 because it's prepared for with love. To be honest with you, I don't eat meat. I only eat seafood and mainly vegetarian items. I do seafood maybe like twice a week, but most of the times I'm just eating like a bunch of sides or like veggie items. So pretty much all my dishes, because I cook with meat. I mainly cook with a lot of seafood though. I have this on my homepage on my actual website, but the person that's inspired me the most and that has touched me the most is my aunt. I used to help her with like house parties and little dinners that she would have at her home when I was younger, and it just turned into something that it is today. My family mainly has a Creole background, so I've learned a lot of Creole dishes, and I incorporate all of that stuff in what I do today. My first big moment was down in Houston. I had a friend working at Geico Insurance Company, and it's the headquarters down in Houston, Texas. So that was my first big contract, getting signed up with Geico to provide lunch for them twice a month, and having hundreds of people coming to eat, lunch buffet style from me. That was a big turning point because I got a lot of business off of that. Noodles. Ramen noodles, because I love ramen. All the noodles. My 3 wishes would be for my food truck and restaurant. That's going to be in one wish. For growth within my company and success. And for my family and friends and anybody that's ever supported me, I'll just put in a wish that everybody gets money. Don't be afraid to fail. Literally, it's very hard trying to start a company and a business by yourself, and you will fail a few times, but those are all lessons learned, and you got to keep going. You have to keep going. Failure is very scary. Starting something fresh and something new is very scary. Jumping out there on a limb by yourself is scary, but with every failure comes success. Sisterhood has definitely impacted it. I have so much support, so much love, so much business from Fort Valley. It is ridiculous. I was at Fort Valley State University. I pledged Delta Sigma Theta there, and ever since I've had this business and I've moved back to Atlanta, my business has been growing from word of mouth. My sorors, they help in whichever way they can. I just got hit up this year to cater homecoming for my sorors. So hopefully we'll be able to work that out, and I'll be able to provide everybody with a really good meal. This is gonna sound so crazy, but shout out to all of everybody that hasn't supported, because eventually you will. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to Fort Valley. Shout out to Smiley and the Daily Pursuit. Shout out to my family, my friends, anyone that's actually helped with my events where I needed staffing for that, any servers. Shout out to Simon's Restaurant where I currently work right now. Shout out to one of my best friends and mentors, Chef Lambo. Shout out to Atlanta, shout out to the West End. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. If you have a goal, if you have, a vision, if you have a passion, go for it. Even if, you're doing 3 other jobs on the side, until you can get your feet up and moving and get people behind you to support you, just don't give up on your dreams.